situation. I'm outdoors. That's why I've got a nice Slenderman-like silhouette. Decided to venture around campus because it's cold out. Yeah, because there's like snow. And continuing list week. I don't know why I decided to go outside. It has nothing to do with lists, I guess. So, slight change in plans. My camera battery died, so I'm still outside. It's just at night, and I'm in a courtyard and sort of taking a walk. I'm really sorry I didn't get my video up Wednesday. I've just been really busy. I had an exam last evening, so I didn't have any time to shoot or edit, so feel free to punish me in your next video, Jono. Back to lists. I'm gonna have a list of 6 fears of mine, starting with number 6, be trees. Now, not all trees, just kind of those gloomy, depressing trees you see along the side of the road, and they always look gloomy and depressing no matter what season of the year it is. Autumn, gloomy and depressing tree. Winter, kind of understandably gloomy and depressing tree since it's lost all of its leaves. Spring, inappropriately gloomy and depressing trees amongst flora and fauna of springtime. Summer, gloomy and depressing tree. It's just like they never change. They always look like they're about to die, but they never die, which is the reason I'm kind of afraid of them, is because what if they aren't really trees? That's why they never really change. What if instead it's something like terrestrial reconnaissance for environmental enemies and the government or some other organization is using trees to spy on roads? I don't know. Number 5. This is something I don't have to deal with right now, but I might have to depending on where my lifestyle choices lead me to as an adult, and that is purchasing a house. Now, I'm not talking about renting out an apartment or something here while I'm at school. Purchasing a house is something that terrifies me because I know nothing about it. It sounds like something I'm not prepared for, which is a good thing because hopefully authority figures and my parents and whatnot will help me figure this all out before I have a career and I need to live in a place permanently, right? Number 4. Mimes. You know, a lot of people have clown fears. I don't really mind clowns, and honestly I don't mind much mimes either. It's just what mimes could be. First of all, they're quiet, so they're kind of like sneaky ninjas. And my second point about mimes is, what if what they actually are building with their invisible pantomime skills, they are actually building, creating something out of nothing, something invisible out of nothing. Terrifying. If mimes ever decided to invade the world, I don't know where they are, they're probably in mime pockets all over, entertaining parts of the world, and they could just rise up with their invisible weapons and trap you in invisible fortresses, and you would never be able to get out. You could never defeat them because you had to have resources. You're limited by resources. Mimes aren't, because they can always create stuff out of nothing. I mean, you might see and not be too afraid, but you should be. Number 3, butterflies. Where I'm not really terribly afraid of butterflies, I'm afraid of what they have the potential to become, because the transformation between a caterpillar and a butterfly, essentially, om nom nom 2, is ridiculous. It goes into a chrysalis, goes through a complete cellular transformation, emerges, it's no longer your chubby little om nom nom nom, it's your butterfly, and that's crazy. What if instead one day your little caterpillar didn't come out of its chrysalis as a caterpillar? What if it was a razor death machine with wings? And then you'd have hordes of these razor death machines with wings flying around across the world, wreaking havoc, and it would be terrifying. Number 2. Probably a little bit less irrational, but a bit more cynical. That's people and humanity in general. As a person who doesn't understand people, and I'm very paranoid and cynical, so I don't necessarily tend to trust people, especially authority figures, which maybe that's just because I'm naive and young. Maybe in another video I'll go into more detail about my issues with people and society as a whole. But the thing about people that really bothers me is their ability to be like fickle. Number 1, this is something that maybe it's a little more irrational than people in general, and that's failure, because failure is something everybody goes through and everybody has to cope with, whether they like it or not. I hate failure. I mean, I understand that failure is an important thing, that you need to fail sometimes in order to learn from your mistakes and succeed, but I would really much rather have the succeed, then the learning, then the more succeeding without the failing, right? News that doesn't involve failing, despite, you know, my fear of failure and my inability to make a video on Wednesday, and that is that I have succeeded in becoming a member of the roller derby team I tried out for. The problem that I see in my path is that I do not have a good, tough roller derby name, and roller derby names are usually something kind of girly, but brute and malicious, with wit, like Anita Bodybag, Bloody Holly, and Mary Tyler Gore. So viewers, subscribers, if you guys have any cool suggestions for me, feel free to stick them in the comments below, and that would be fantastic. So we'll see you Friday.